Good morning, everybody. It is Carrie, the Me and FHB and me. I am coming to you from the beach this morning. A little sleepy, no makeup, no hair done, no earrings, no nothing, still in my pajamas. One of my favorite things in this whole wide world to do, especially when I'm on vacation, is to wake up early and go watch the sunrise. And to watch the sunset at the end of the night too. But the sunrise is absolutely my favorite. I'm an early girl. I love watching the lights come on in the morning. And this morning, actually all day yesterday, it rained here on the beach. Rained quite a bit. And so when I woke up this morning, I looked out the window and I saw that it was quite cloudy. And I thought, oh, I'll just go back to bed, and clearly there's not going to be a sunrise this morning. But something inside of me said, get up. I already had coffee made. It was pre-programmed to go off. I grabbed my coffee and I thought, well, you know what? I'll just go walk down to the beach anyways. Even if I don't get on it, I'll just walk down to it and just see. You know, even though it was completely gray, all sorts of clouds outside. And so I get down here, actually on the way down here, still completely cloudy outside. I'm thinking, oh, I should just turn around and go back to bed. It's an early morning, I'll go back to bed. And just then I saw a robin. And for those of you who know Francis's book, The Secret Garden, FHB's book, actually, I guess we'll call her that, and you'll know that there's a robin in the book. And I see her quite often when I'm struggling. And I say her, I see a robin quite often when I am struggling with things with my book. It's like a reminder. She comes around and says, hey, you're doing good, just keep working, this is a hard thing. And so I smiled to myself this morning as I walked down to the beach. Then I looked down and I saw a giant snail crawling along a line on the, oh look, see, there's a seagull behind me. A giant snail, which is always representative of Pat's grandmother, Grandma Wilt. She used to sing a song called Shellicky Shellicky Bookie. It's I think an Irish tune, and it talked about telling a snail to put out its horns. So I smiled wide at that too. I'm like, okay, there's Francis, there's Grandma Wilt. And then I come down the stairs to the beach and there's a deer here. And I've been coming to Nantucket Island pretty much my whole life. My whole life. And I knew there were deer here. I've never seen one. And so I got the joy and blessing of seeing a deer this morning as I headed to the beach. And then when I got to the beach, the clouds started to part and the sun started to rise. And what it reminded me this morning that I wanted to share with you as our life lesson from this not-so-secret gardener right here is that just because there are storms and clouds outside doesn't mean there isn't a sunrise, and it doesn't mean that there isn't sunshine and joy in your life. You just got to get up to go see it. You got to wake up. You got to get out of bed. And sometimes that's hard when there's stormy things going on. Like I said, I have some challenges right now with this book baby that I am birthing. And it makes it hard sometimes to see the joy when you are sad and frustrated and concerned and stuck, or if you've got big storms going on. Sometimes it's hard to get out of bed and get up and go see that sunshine that you really can't see that it's possibly there. But let me tell you, it's there. It's there in the little things. It's there in the robin. It's there in the deer crossing. It's there in the kind words that you're going to run into this morning. So if you are going through a storm, I don't know why I'm getting totally photobombed by this guy, but that's another joy this morning, right? So if you're going through a storm, just remember that just because there's clouds and just because there's storms doesn't mean that there isn't sunshine and joy on the other side of those clouds. They will part. The sunrise may not look the same as a typical beautiful sunrise, but the sun is still rising, and so should you. So until Friday, from the super sleepy, half coffee in her system on the beaches of Nantucket. Actually, the other joy, I'm all by myself. I've come down here every single morning, and there's been maybe 10 or 15 people also watching the sunrise. And actually, so I'm on Nantucket Island. This is the east coast of Nantucket Island, which is the very first place that the sun rises every single morning on the United States. So you got to see it here first, probably before it's at your house. And of course, no sunrise. You can never do justice to a sunrise with any photo, anything. But anyways, I digress. Sunrise on the East Coast, time to get up, get at your life, and go find the joy that's tucked in today, because it's there, even if it's raining outside. Blessings and blooms, y'all. Until Friday, see ya.